The Dota scene has definitely changed for the better ever since DOTA Valkyries made their grand entrance last year. I personally recall searching online for an organization for Dota female players like myself, and I didn't find many until I came across DOTA Valkyries. Currently in our Discord server, we have over 800 members, and it's inclusive to all, and there's always someone online. DOTA Valkyries has been doing such an awesome job recently, collaborating with Gosu Gamers, Women in Esports, Monkey Bubble Reflash, and also FSL Gaming Circuit. What I love about this organization is that it gives women globally an opportunity to be involved in Dota and just to have a voice and to be part of a safe environment. Above all, I know that this organization will continue to do great things and continue to giving women the opportunity to host, cast, and also compete, hopefully one day in the TI stage.
My name is Melody, but I also go by Shoopd. I'm a transgender woman, a professional Dota 2 caster, and a die-hard fan of video games in general. For DOTA Valkyries anniversary, I've been asked by Emma to provide a testimony on DOTA Valkyries' growth and the changes I've noticed across this past year. The topic that I'd like to talk about here is the changes I've noticed in the esports scene, not only as a viewer, but also as someone who works in and around it. The first thing I want to establish is that prior to DOTA Valkyries, if you had asked me about women in Dota, I would have replied the same as, I would say, 90% of other people, in that I only really knew Shiva and Casey, who are both fantastic talents. They are huge inspirations to me. But I would also be hesitant to, but remiss not to, mention the inherent bias against women and marginalized genders in the community as well. When you only have a handful of major talents and a grand total of 0 pro players, as soon as a new one would show up, they would be immediately judged very harshly, often even harassed, as we have seen with, for example, Effie at the Anime Joe did a fantastic performance, absolute inspiration, and has, since that performance, gone on to prove that she did have a place there, but the initial response to her, as very few people knew her, was lacking, to say the least. While this state of our community may not be comfortably in the past yet, I am confident in saying that since I first spoke to Ruby, asking her about her project to empower women in Dota 2, I have had hope for this change. And how wonderful and inspiring it has been to see the sparks that will light the fires of change since DOTA Valkyries officially launched 1 year ago. Even in the early days, my interest in this project and its community has led to me meeting fantastic new people who I can safely call dear friends. Women and people of marginalized gender who may not have had the space to socialize and connect with people, connect with me and me connect with them, if not for the Valkyries. I have received the honor of being a part of every Valkyrie Cup so far on the casting desk, but more than that, I have seen the growth of these people that I've met in the community. I have seen them jump into new opportunities and be given the experience and the space to flourish in the way that they want to, that they may not have gotten otherwise. Speaking as a player and as a member of the Dota community at large, I have seen a marked improvement, both on social media and even in smaller Dota communities, when it comes to equal respect and equal treatment towards women and towards my trans siblings. And I cannot help but feel that while DOTA Valkyries may not be directly responsible for this, their presence has definitely influenced the tides to create this wave of acceptance and togetherness that I feel growing larger as time moves forward. Speaking of moving forward, my only hope moving forward is that I may see this video in the future and smile at myself and at the other testimonies in this video, knowing that we have helped create the changes that we so desperately seek. Thank you so much for listening.
Hi, this is Kesito. I believe that one of the best parts of Dota is to experience it together with others. This game has allowed me to meet diverse kinds of people from all over the world, even some that I consider my lifelong friends by now. Through DOTA Valkyries, I have met a lot more wonderful people and friends. I've also seen a lot of women coming back to the game after a long time, or trying it for the first time thanks to the community that we have formed. I believe that these kinds of initiatives can create a healthy space for the first future female pro player to be more motivated to take Dota to the next level by feeling that they are not alone. I personally cannot wait for DOTA Valkyries to expand to other regions like the Americas and organize community events in our time zones, and by doing so eventually resonate through the whole world. I believe that by expanding our reach, every day we are reminding the negative parts of the gaming community that rejects us for who we are, that there are a lot of us out there. Every day there are even more of us, and that we will not stay silent anymore.
Hi, my name is Maggie. I go by the name Stresspresso and I play Dota, and I am a volunteer and I'm part of the DOTA Valkyries community, and it's truly an honor. I have had so much fun and profited from it enormously. So yeah, I just like to tell you about it. I guess two of the points that have meant the most to me have been the career aspect. I have discovered basically this passion for esports that I didn't know I had. I was suddenly, through DOTA Valkyries, discovered this access to esports and to professional Dota that I didn't know was even there. I thought it was something that was not for me or that I wouldn't have access to before that. So that's a big thing that DOTA Valkyries has provided for me, and I'm starting like a real full-time job in esports relatively soon, in just a couple weeks. So I personally feel like I owe that to DOTA Valkyries, just the encouragement and the professionalism that you can encounter in the scene has been incredibly helpful for me as well. I've also made a lot of contacts and a lot of people that I hope that will also be around in my future career. And the second part is also the community. I think the community has made Dota such an amazing experience for me. I know personally that a lot of people have struggled with really tough community and stuff like that, but I have immediately had access just to amazing people that are willing to share knowledge. I think that's the most important thing. That's what Dota lives from, is sharing knowledge, sharing experiences, playing together, cooperating, and DOTA Valkyries really provides a scene in the community that wants to do that, and it really encourages that. That's something I'm incredibly grateful for, and I've profited from enormously, and I hope that I can also give back to the community eventually when I get better. Those are the things that mean the most to me about DOTA Valkyries. I've been a part so far of 2 tournaments. I've played in them, I've volunteered for them, I've kind of done both and even one of them. And just because it's so enjoyable and engaging to be part of this group, and just getting, you know, the kind of responsibility and the kind of encouragement and like access is really the main thing. Is this term that I want to use. The DOTA Valkyries provides access for players who want to have their first competitive experiences, and then also for people that want to work in the scene and get some sort of experience in through volunteering. I really appreciate it. That's what I owe them so much. So thank you so much, and I hope to be a part of more projects in the future.